You're dying to know who I am, aren't you? Alright, I'll show you. How's this for size? And this. And this. Alright, I know what you're thinking. It's not the time for jokes, but sometimes you gotta just forget about everything, hey? This is actually the soundtrack to The Invisible Man. Check out the weather today. It was like post-apocalyptic winter. Check this out. Probably can't hear me. I just saw you. Look at this wind. Hope it's not a nuclear wind. Oh my god. See? Horrible stuff. But it's not really, I don't think it's nuclear. It's not related to what's going on. It's usually very windy, the tail end of winter, beginning of spring in Japan. So I'm not too worried about that, but it just to give you a sample. I bought a couple of papers, the Japan Times and the Daily Yomiuri. I can't get my words out today. Offer treatment workers who were injured via exposure to high levels of radiation at the Fukushima No. 1 plant walk behind a plastic sheet at Fukushima Medical University Hospital in Fukushima on Friday. To protect their identification, I presume, but everyone's wearing white jumpsuits with white masks and goggles, so I don't really think you could pick them out. Tohoku disaster buys Kan time. Prime Minister Naoto Kan, I didn't even know existed until this incident. You know, I've been in Japan 7 years. There's been at least 6 Prime Ministers in that time. 6 Prime Ministers in 7 years. Does that not strike you as odd? What do you think, viewers? Please leave some comments below. And the rumour has it he's thinking about, well, we don't know what he's thinking, but rumour has it that he's going to drop out. Which, I don't know. If I were him, I would continue, because what's he got to lose? All this Libya stuff is really burns me up, man. The 6th biggest earthquake in the world, and people are killing each other on purpose. And Prince William, good for you. And there was one other piece of news. Sport always manages to get a look in, doesn't it? Searching for remains of the earthquake, and a big list of helpful phone numbers. Oh, where was it? There was something good here I wanted to show you. I can't find it now. Oh, here it is. Opinion. Atomic power runs amok. This bit, maybe enough. The bias toward calm, cool expression has been on full display in the crisis. The Japanese are particularly good at the stiff upper lip, something that the British used to be good at. The authorities have serially indicated that exploding reactor housing is not a big problem. That released radioactive steam is not a big problem. That the significant cracks in containment vessels are not a big problem. That burning spent fuel ponds are not a big problem, and that the contamination of food and water is not a big problem. To top off all this, Tokyo Electric Power Company's president, Masataka Shimizu, made a formal apology for causing such a great concern and nuisance. Well, I should think so too. What such a nuisance. And then it says, Earth to Shimizu. This isn't just a nuisance. Well, I could go on and on, but my throat's going to explode. Let's see. I think that about wraps it up. Japan has 55 reactors. It's in the process of developing another 11. That's 66 nuisances waiting to happen. If not by earthquake and tsunami, then by terrorist or by human error. Excuse me. The cause of the Chernobyl meltdown, which was human error. Something I didn't know was Chernobyl also is the buzzword of this 2 weeks. Everybody knows about Chernobyl all of a sudden. Let's see. Yeah, what was it? Thanks to Chernobyl, an area the size of Switzerland, or 41,404 square meters, square kilometers, I beg your pardon, is uninhabitable for the next 300 years. Is that right? I didn't know that. I didn't know it was still uninhabitable. For 300 years, no less. Well, that's that. Anyway, I spent today just talking about various plans of action in case. The thing is, I was walking around Tokyo today and there are less people on the streets, but generally, people are getting on with life as normal. Now I'm thinking, are these people that I'm seeing here, are they just stupid? Or do they have no choice? There's nothing left, or do they think that there is nowhere to go? And it's, well, all of the above probably, but there's, you know, as people have been saying, even if it does come to some kind of, you know, if the worst comes to the worst, where are we going to go? And I say we, I mean people living in Tokyo. We make 25, well, the Japanese living in Tokyo make up 25% of the country's population. Can you imagine that number of people trying to evacuate at the same time? It's a scary thought. Well, the good news is the first ship to port in Hokkaido. No, sorry, it departed from Hokkaido. What am I talking about? Sendai Shiogama port. The first time a ship has ported since the incident. And I think that's time up now, so I'll leave you there. If you've got any news, any thoughts about the reactor, Chernobyl, all that jazz, nuclear power, MOX, please write it down below. Your thoughts are most welcome. I'm sorry I haven't got time to reply to all of them now, they're coming in too fast. But thank you very much for keeping an eye on it. Thanks very much, and take care of yourself.